Hello everyone. Today is going to be a new unboxing of a latch hook kit from a craft store. I bought mine from Michael's. They have different varieties. They have the wall hangings, which is this one's going to be. They have pillow sizes. They have little picture frames, circles, squares, whatever. This is going to be like the one that we did last week with the counted cross stitch. However, this is going to be a little bit of a nicer, a little bit of a shorter tutorial, but not really either, okay? This is one of my favorite crafts. I mean, I love doing the latch hook. I'm currently doing the latch hook right now. It's almost completed. And I'm looking excited to get it binded and get it finished, get it washed, and get it hanged up. So here we go. Just like how we did that with the counted cross stitch, a new unboxing. When you get the latch hook, it's just like the cross stitch or needle point or whatever your craft is going to be. I'm going to zoom in and show you what the specs looks like. Hold on just a second. These are going to be your sizes over here. Okay. Don't worry about this date that's down here. Technically they have an expiration date for latch hooks, but I don't usually go by that, so they never expire, so just don't pay no attention to that. So as a matter of fact, there we go. Okay, so we are in English terms of 20 inches by 30 inches, so we are looking at 20 inches wide, 30 inches long. So if you're in another country, you guys go by centimeters and meters. This is 51 centimeters by 76 centimeters. Okay? And then, minusing out that, this symbol right here means that your latch hook itself comes separately. Now, they have the rubber handle, or they have the wood. I have 3 symbols of the wood. They come like different smoothness, like this one. Okay, this is your latch hook. Unfortunately, it does not come with the kit. I thought it does, but this is a standard hook. They don't come in different sizes like the crochet or the knitting needles. So mine are in wood. I prefer the wood. It feels better on the hand. Okay. Alright, and then it's got your hook, the long neck. And then your holder for it, and then your handle, okay? They come in rough or smooth. I like the smooth. This has been my buddy. I have all the other buddies. Okay, this is the same one, or a different one. I have 3 of them. This is a little bit rougher, like right in here, but I'm still going to use it. I like the wood. I'm more of a wood kind of natural kind of person. Okay, here's your back. They don't have the sizes, so it's a standard size. Like I said, they have like the rubber handle or metal or stuff like that. So yeah, okay, it does not come with it, so don't forget to not purchase that when you go and get your kit. Okay, just remember, it's right there next to the shelf by the latch hooks. Okay. Oops. Okay, move the box over a little bit. This is called Wonder Art. It's based on a good company. They have, like I said, they have different patterns. They have different sizes. My thing is for you guys is when you guys are just starting out, don't get the wall hangings. Get the pillows. They are smaller. They are shorter. They are much easier to follow than the wall hangings. Wall hangings are your next step. Okay, your next advancement. I've been doing latch hooks since I was 12 years old, so I'm kind of more into a bigger sizes, wall hangings, making my own latch hook, doing my own latch hook, everything else. So yeah, let's get right into it. Okay, and it's just like the counted or the needle point. You have your specs, what the kit includes, like down here. Okay, we have this in English. We have our yarn. We have the canvas. We have the pre-cut yarn. We have the rug binding. Illustrated how to latch hook instructions, and easy to follow chart. Okay. So, and then it's in another language, of course. Okay, it's in 2 different languages. Hand wash or dry clean. So I do it with Woolite with a delicate cycle. So that's been my, my way of doing things. Hazard, choking hazard with children, and all that. Okay, this is where to find them. Get more kits, more everything. That's their address and whatever. Okay. Today, this is going to be my deer in the mountain. Look at that gorgeous guy. Okay? More of like a rustic kind of. Alright? Let's get right into it. It's difficult to open, but if you really get the hang of it, it's easy. It's... Maybe put it on its side like that and then just pull down. Okay? Ooh, look at that. Okay, what do we have here? These are going to be your little spools of the pre-cut yarn that they told you. They come in your variety of your colors. My strongest suggestion is get one of those jewelry making separator for your beads. As a matter of fact, don't worry about that bell because it's my phone and I'm trying to ignore it. Get one of those bead separators or tool separators or stuff like that has the wide stuff, but always separate your yarns from their colors. Like the blues, keep the blues. The browns, keep the browns. The blacks, keep the blacks, but separate them. Sort them. I keep my extra yarns from the spindles. Take them out of the sleeves, okay? They're going to be difficult to work with, okay? Once you're working on your project, it's almost impossible to work on your yarns, okay? Separate them, coordinate them, organize them, mark them, use sandwich baggies. That's my biggest suggestion for your extra, okay? And then also use them in your bead separators, those big plastic bead separators, like what I have over here next to the box. This is for my other latch hook right now. This is for the Jesus, our Lord and Savior Jesus. I'm using it like this. The bead separators come in your separators like this in notches. I just do them in the pre-cut yarn length, okay? I have a comb in here because it kind of has a little bit of fuzziness once you're working on it. So that's what I use. I just use a very cheap, inexpensive comb and then a Sharpie to mark off what you have done. Okay? So that's a lot easier. Just separate them into your colors. And then what I have is the colors and the symbols. Like what I have here. Okay? I'll show you those symbols here in a second. Alright? And also this long piece is for your latch hooks too. Okay? It would be really nice to keep them separated. And just be aware that this particular yarn is your pre-cut yarn. It gets really, really dusty quickly. When they're added the spindles like these hold on to them and keep them from getting dirty. Well, when you get them out of there, they get dirty quicker or stained. This is why I'm having it in an airtight little container like this. Or your sandwich baggies. However you guys want to do it. You guys don't have to do it this way. This is how I do it. That's your options for you. Okay? Move the kit back. So here, it comes with the binding. When you're done with your rug or your latch hook, this is your binding. We're going to show you that much later. And it tells you to sew it with the edges of your work when you're done. Okay? And then these are your spindles. I'm not going to take it out of the spindles. But when you do take it out, my suggestion is to hold on to it like this and push out. See how they just slide out? I'm not going to do that because I'm not going to be working on this one right now. I'm just showing you what to expect in your kit. Okay? So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and so on, so on. Okay? These are all your colors for this particular kit. Okay? My latch hook for the Jesus was 50 of these, but bigger. Okay, it was a lot of separating, a lot of color coordinating, and a lot of organizing. Okay? So, yeah. That's those. Those are so cute. But, like I said, separate them, get them out of there. And alright? They're almost impossible to work with when you're trying to work on your project. Alright? So yeah, I love latch hooking. My sister taught me and I'm glad that she ever did because this is a really easy craft to relax with. So yeah. I don't have it organized like that, but this is your binding. That's much later. Once you are accomplished and completed your kit, then fine, that's whatever, okay? I still got a ways to go for my latch hook, so. Alright, I'm going to put the yarn spindles back. Actually, no, I'm going to put the box away so we have more room here. Alright, let's move you guys over. How you guys doing? Are you bored yet? I hope not. Some people like latch hooks and some people don't, okay? Some people like needlepoint and some people don't. Some people like certain crafts and some people don't. This is all based on whoever wants to try it, okay? This is your canvas. Okay, it's a pre-cut, really, really hard to work with canvas. Alright, this is almost impossible to lay flat because it's brand new. It's been in a box, folded, all that. Craziness. Alright. Yeah, it's just a little impossible to work with. Just like last week, when I told you guys to put tape around the edges of your cross stitch or needlepoint, do the same thing with masking tape. or painter's tape or whatever. It will be easy to take off when you're done. Okay? That way it's not so rough on you. Because it can get kind of loosened up once you start working on it and start folding it a different way and stuff like that. Okay? I'm going to just flip it over like so. So it's a little, well, not quite much more easier, but it is what it is. Okay, this grid is your easy way of following the grid, okay? Here's your instructions. This is where the Sharpie is going to come in handy, okay? This is your colors, like the needlepoint and cross stitch. This is your colors and codes and markings. I can zoom in, focus. Haha, there we go. This is your what's called a color legend. This is the name of the latch hook, the deer. And then the white is just a little white box. And then here's your color. What I'm gonna do. Alright, there we go. Okay, this is your vanilla. And it's like a little star. This is your number. Okay, this is the symbols. This is a different kind of star, but this is going to be the honey. We have the sand beige. We have the brown, and then this is just like a brown box. The solids are going to be more of like your darker colors, like your mahogany and your browns, okay? Here is going to be your light blue, and it's like a grid kind of thing. You have your dusty blue and your number, and that's like a diamond. Okay, here's your periwinkle, and it's an upside down triangle. Okay. This green, the sage, is going to be the little 3 lines. So when you're working on your project, you see these, and it tells you how many. I'll show you that in just a second. I'm just showing you the colors. The dark green in your symbol, which is just a solid box. Really? Okay, sorry for the interruption that cut me out. Okay. And then you'll have your dark green, and you have your light gray, which is a dot, a black solid dot. Your spice, which is a solid triangle upward, like going up. Nice colors. Dark gray, which is their solid. And then your black, which is going to be the solid. Okay? So the solid ones are going to be your darker colors. And then your everything else. Okay? So enjoy. I love latch hooks. I can't wait to get started on this one. But I need to finish my other projects first before I can get into it. Okay, here's your chart. Alright? It's the same grid. This is where that Sharpie is going to come in handy, okay? Please. Or mark on your bags, or mark on your masking tapes for your separator, or whatever. That's where this Sharpie is going to come in handy. And while you're working on your kit, everything is going to be hard to work with, okay? It's all new, so just lay it flat under a pile of books for a while and let it get, you know, don't ever wet it. You know, they say wet it and you'll get it unstiff. But this is where your grid is. Okay. Yeah. This is your color chart. And then your instructions are in the back, of course. your color chart, how to work with it, how to hold the latch hook, like right here. This is going to show you how to hold on to it. Okay, here's telling you where to start. Okay, which way to start. My suggestion is don't start like what they say on the very, very back in the bottom. Start at this grid. Okay, start there. Alright, because this way, when you're done, this will give you your slack for bending it back and putting that binding on and sewing it on. So start here on this grid. It's usually like 10 by 10 or 15 or whatever. So just follow your diagram on your colors and your symbols, and then that will tell you what to do, okay? That will give you extra oomph for when you're ready to hold it and do your binding. Okay? Alright. Here is your instructions on how to start it. Focus it. Alright, there you go. Alright. Look at that. It's showing you just like that. Always starting that first grid, okay? And then that way it's an interlocking. So my suggestion is put the yarn around the hook. Might take. Okay, they're gonna show you that. Okay, just follow your instructions and everything else. Here they're showing you how to hold on to it. Okay, put your yarn around the hook. Put your hook through the hole, that space. Bring up your yarn around the peg, like this. Okay. Let me show you an example here. My colors will be a little different, but I know how to take it off, so I'm not. You're a good experience, you know how to. It'll be an easier way of showing you by a darker color. Okay. Okay, here's your strand for whatever color and whatever symbol they're asking you to do. Okay. How am I doing so far, guys? Are you still with me? Okay. Alright, there we go. Okay. Here's your strand. I usually do is fold it. Okay, like in number 2. Alright. I usually just fold it like so. Try to keep it even. Go have your hook go through it. Okay. Always have your peg underneath, okay? So when you're ready to work with it, it's going to push it up, like so. And you're going to go into that square, okay? Whatever square you're going to be doing, okay? Whatever you start on, whatever your symbol and your color is, okay? This is going to encourage me to work on finish my Jesus and show you what it looks like being done and bind it. Okay, so step 2, step 3, they're going to tell you to go into that square. Alright, finish off in your square. That's how I like to do it, is when you have your hook going into the square. Okay, and then wrap the peg, because it's going to push it up as you go up. Wrap it, yank it out, and it's like an interlock. And it's going to bring that all up, and then you have it out. Okay, like number 4. And go down. And then have it number 5. You're all finished with that color, that particular color. And then just go in your row. Stay in the row, okay? Stay in that grid. That's probably the easiest way to work with this. Just stay in that grid that you're working on. Okay? Alright, those are your instructions. Those are your colors. They're going to tell you to separate anyway. Oh yeah, sorting out your colors. That's what this is. They're going to show you how to sort, how to do that. Put it like in a container or a baggie or... Yeah. Okay? Masking tape. Yeah. That's what they're telling you to do, or painter's tape. And that's going to tell you to, that's optional. Now, if you're working with it and it starts getting soft, like my Jesus one, it's getting more lighter and soft to work with because I've been working with it for so long. That's optional. A pen or a pencil, like the Sharpie, that's optional, but highly recommended. Okay, that way you can mark your stuff and then be done with it. Okay, so I'm gonna not have him go upside down here. Alright. Here is your picture, which is absolutely luscious. I love it. This is going to encourage me to work on it now because I got my Latch hook to finish. So here's your symbols. I will count the grid. Like they have the purple in the grid. This is your grid. But in the darker colors, it's going to be hard to find a grid. It's in a dark purple. So each grid is what you're going to do. So stay in that grid, or also they suggest that you go one straight line across. You know, it's really up to you. Stay in this line, that's up to you. Or I count the grid box. Okay? I count that grid box and stay in that grid of those colors. Okay? But if you guys are just starting out, do a row by row. Count what you have in that grid on this whole line here. So how many grids? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. About 7.5 grids going this way. And then whatever size your project is, a pillow or a wall hanging. But if you guys are just starting out, I will probably suggest that you do a pillow. Okay? Have fun with it. Enjoy. I love doing them. I mean, like I said, I've been doing them since I was 12 years old. I absolutely enjoy doing the latch hook. It relaxes, like my crafts always just relax me. So I enjoy doing this kind of stuff. So I look forward to seeing what they have every year, what new products, new designs. If you like have a cat, there's a butterfly, there's a rainbow, whatever, okay? So enjoy. Happy latch hooking. Always remember to like, subscribe, comment positively, and enjoy. Happy hooking. Bye-bye.